Alright, good afternoon, boys and girls. Today we are adding mixed numbers. Now remember, a mixed number is when you have a whole number and a fraction mixed together. So what I want to really focus on is making sure that you have the right process down. I want you to think of when you're adding regular digits together. For example, 21 or 215 or 365. You start in the ones column, then you go to the larger column, which is the tens, then you go to the hundreds, which is the next largest, which is the hundreds. You have to do the same thing here in fractions. You want to make sure you start in the smallest place, which is the fractions part, and then you go to the whole number part. So let's try that. So here we have 2/5. I'm going to separate these really quickly with a thin line. 2/5 plus 1/5 is 3/5. If you go back to the video from adding fractions, you'll know how to do that. And then I just do my regular whole number adding. 3 plus 6 is 9. So here I have my fractions first, then my whole numbers second, and then if I want to erase that little line, I can. My answer is 9 and 3/5. Now, I'm going to change these fractions just a little bit. I'm going to change these into fractions that are going to cause you to regroup. So I'm going to do 4/5 on this side and 4/5 on this side. So again, I'm going to do my fractions first. So 4/5 plus 4/5 is actually 8/5, but we can't leave that like that. And when you have an improper fraction up here, before you do something, which we'll talk about in the subtraction video, that's fine. But if you have an improper fraction in the answer, you can't do that. So what we have to do is convert that. If you forgot how to do that, you can go back and watch the conversion video of improper fractions to mixed numbers. Here's how I do that. I say to myself, how many times can 5 go into 8? It goes in 1 time, and then there are 3 left over, and I keep my denominators the same. So now that I'm done with the fraction part, I can get rid of this guy. Now I can do my whole number part. 3 plus 6 is 9. Now, I have 9 here, and I have 1 and 3/5 here. So what I have to do now is combine them. So my answer is actually going to be, let me bring my whole numbers together, which will be 10. And I have my fraction together now, 3/5. Alright? So what I did was, I took my fractions first. They came out to 8/5. I converted that into a mixed number. Then I did my whole numbers, which came out to 9. And then I just combined my whole numbers, and I have my fraction. Okay, let's do one more. Let's erase these guys. Alright, let's try a larger one. Let's try 7 and 5/6 over 5 and 3/6. Again, I'm going to do my fractions first. 5/6 plus 3/6 is 8/6, which I cannot leave like that again because it's an improper fraction. So if I convert these, 6 goes into 8 1 time with 2 left over. So I can get rid of this guy now. And now I do 7 plus 5 is 12. I combine my whole numbers, which would be 13. And I keep my fraction, and 2/6. And I should actually reduce this, so this should be 13 and 1/3. Box your answer. You can watch that again. I know it seems like there's a lot going on, but just make sure you follow the steps. Start with your fractions, convert if you have to, then do your whole numbers and bring them together, okay? Good luck.